There's Ali. She's recording me. So I stayed at her place in Bathurst. Very kind, showed me around. We had a good time. And now I'm going to drive around the Mount Panorama. And I've also been trying to download the maps on the Carpe. Of course, I'm out of internet right now. But all right, send that to me. Send me the video. Okay, we'll see you later. Thank you. Bye. All right. Now we're going to go take a toot around Mount Panorama. It's a little cold. It's plus 17. I mean, it's nice. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm going to go around the track once, maybe twice, I don't know. And then go get a coffee. Yeah, so this is a famous racetrack. Anybody who's watching this will know. So this is a track that the very first MotoGP race or Moto Grand Prix race was done. And it used to be really famous for touring cars, Australian touring cars. They have a cool museum, although it's, I wouldn't say run down, it's a little neglected. And you can just go on the track, which is crazy to me. Go for a lap on Mount Panorama. Oh, go in right here. This is so crazy to me that we can just do this. All right, here we go. We're going to give it one more try. Probably shouldn't be pairing. A lot of blind. Clip the apex. Ah, that guy's going so slow. This is a pretty sharp corner. Got their blue heelers on point, on brand. Coming up to the chicane. And that's about it. Another lap. All right, that was a lap at Mount Panorama, Bathurst, New South Wales. Or am I in New South Wales? Maybe I'm still in Victoria. Anyway, that was cool. So just riding along, came through a little town called Mumbil, Mumbil, and just like a nice country road. As you can see, I'm looking right at my directions. I listen to the turn-by-turn directions from the phone because that's connected to my Senna unit, but I look at the carpet, and it's great because it keeps me looking ahead. It's big enough that I can see it, and I can see what's happening with the road, if it's curving or anything like that, so I'm prepared. Also, in
600 meters, turn left to stay on Burundong Way.
See, I'm hearing that from the phone, but I'm looking at it on the carpet. It's also powered, so it's not going to run out of juice like the phone might if the mount or something doesn't work. So it's really great. I'm really, really happy that it's working. 21 kilometers to Wellington. I like taking these country roads.
Continue on.
This almost feels like the kind of road that Kalimoto would take me on. And I might try Kalimoto after the next stop in about 56 kilometers. Anyway, not a lot to say out here. Just nice days. Some of the oncoming driving assholes coming awfully close and sometimes into my lane, particularly going around a corner. So that's not exactly a joy to see when you're coming around the corner from the other direction. Ultimately, I'm going to be heading back to the coast. Whoa, that was a little windy. Heading back to the coast and going up that way. But I'm still inland by about 2 hours. Anyway, that's what's going on. All right, good morning from, I don't know where I am. Why would I know where I am? Doesn't even make sense. What a dumb question. Anyway, last night I was riding, because that's what I do, from Bathurst, and I stumbled upon a campsite. Well, I actually went to a campsite, and I met these people there, these older people, and they were saying that there's a bunch of motorcyclists at another camp spot, and I might want to go check that out.
Turn left onto Kingston Street, then turn right onto Derby Road.
And anyway, so I went to that, and it was basically all these motorcyclists that were raising money for childhood cancer. So I paid my $30 for camping, included breakfast, piece of white bread, a big hot dog,
turn right onto Derby Road,
a couple pieces of bacon, and like that. Drone action. And here we go. Anyway, that was nice.
Continue
nice people.
For 19 kilometers.
And Spring Ridge. I guess I'm in Spring Ridge. That makes sense. Gotta take the glasses off. Close the visor. Yeah, anyway, Spring Ridge. A bunch of really nice people. All kinds of riders raising money. It's the kind of thing that you would be generally intimidated to go to because it looks like a bunch of big bearded Harley dudes and their ladies. But of course, they were all super nice. Cancel.
You're sweet.
Fuck off with this. Of course, they were all super nice. And yeah, anyway, beautiful day today, and I'm heading to Port Macquarie. Macquarie. And I was told about some nice roads. And that's what I'm doing.
Recording.
So I'm just pulling into the town of Tamworth. Some of the moto guys at that children's cancer camping event sort of sent me in this direction. And yeah, just a little town. I just filled up the bike. I don't know, some little town before this town. And I came in with my helmet on, like I have been wearing pretty much for the last 4,000 something kilometers. And the guy kind of had a bit of a freak out. He's like, take off your helmet. Take off your helmet. And I'm like, what? He's like, take off your helmet. So I took it off. And he's like, you're not supposed to have your helmet on in here. I'm like, oh, well, like, you're literally the first guy to tell me this in, 4,000 kilometers or whatever. And he's like, well, we have a bank in here. I'm like, well, first of all, how do I know you have a bank? And second of all, what'd you do when everybody had their masks on during COVID? He's like, well, I could see their eyes. And I just kept thinking, like, what does that got to do with it? As if you know people by their eyes. Anywho's what's it? That was how that went. Love these wonky roundabouts, everybody being nice. And I just kept thinking, if I was going to rob the place, at the very least I wouldn't have paid for the gas. And I probably would have come in with a gun or something, saying this is a robbery. But I just walked in all nice. And I imagine I would have refused to take off my helmet. However, I'm not a bank robber or a gas station robber, so I don't know what the etiquette is for that. We're in Gunu Creek. That's like the Mushy Mushy River, where I live. A lot of Aboriginal names to places that are hard for me to pronounce on the first go-round. I need to do a little Sesame Street vibe and kind of do the syllables. This is a little bit of a town because there's a lot of hotels here. It's the Abraham Lincoln Motel. Go in there and get your head shot off. Powerhouse Motorcycle. Oh, is that the Motorcycle Museum? Do I happen to be here? Is that the place that the bear told me about? Oh, it is. I'm right here. Where is it? We should go. Powerhouse Motorcycle Museum.
Starting route to the Powerhouse Motorcycle Museum.
Did I pass it?
Head northwest on
It's
Armadale
literally
Road.
right behind me.
Then the destination is on your right.
Right.
The destination is on your right. The Powerhouse Motorcycle Museum.
For fuck's sake.
Arrived.
Signs say open. Probably open. Hard time parking today. All right, so this is the Oxley Highway that some of the moto dudes, those biker guys at the cancer thing, told me about. They said this is they basically said there were two really nice rides. The Oxley Road, which I'm on, and then another ride which was all these waterfalls. I went for this one. Ooh, that was a dead snake. The kind that can eat you? I don't know. That's actually the first snake I've seen. Anyway, this road is meant to have lots of nice curves and be fun. And I'm okay with that. So I stopped at that museum. And it was pretty good. Certainly a lot of bikes for a private owner, that's for sure. And in very nice condition, that's also for sure. But I don't know if it was worth $10. And he was certainly charging a lot for the swag. I think he's charging $55 for a t-shirt, if I saw that correctly. The guy who was watching it was super nice. He didn't charge me. Shh, don't tell anybody. And anyway, now I'm moving on. Okay, good morning. I am riding behind Jacinta, who has been really amazing and kind of hooked me up. She's connected me with a few people, including Troy Bayliss, who I'll photograph later in the week, I think. And she got me a campsite at her father-in-law's sort of camp space. He owns a camp spot. So I stayed there for a discounted price. Very nice. And anyway, we're going for a ride. And I guess she's a Royal Enfield ambassador. She's a fast rider. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's taking that 90 kilometers as the rule. So, but she also knows the roads. And I don't. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. It's 27 degrees. Watch out for this clown. 27 degrees. April 5th, 6th? I don't know. Yeah, she's fast. I'm slow. So I've been staying at a place called Scott's Head on the coast. Beautiful. Oh my stars, the water was so warm this morning. I went for a little walk in it. Really makes you want to just live here. This whole place is just on its best behavior for me to want to move here. Anyway, Jacinta and I are going to do a little ride. She's taking me for a ride, and she owns this ice cream / sushi shop in one of the towns not too far away. So I think I'm going to do the portrait of her in front of the shop. It's like this cool pink looking building, and maybe she'll give me some ice cream. And then I'll be heading up to the Gold Coast, where a bunch of other people are. And I think Jeff Ballard is going to let me stay at his apartment, which would be amazing, so I can use it as a hub. Anyway, that's enough of this.
Hi, my name is Jacinta Siricusa. We are currently sitting in my sushi / gelato / hot dog / bubble tea / donut shop.
Okay, good morning from Paradise, Burleigh Beach. I am, what time is it? It's 8:16 in the morning. It's 22 degrees. It's nice, beautiful weather. And I am heading off to photograph Troy Bayliss, World Superbike champion, rode for Ducati, and I'm going to meet him. Ooh, my visor is very dirty. But not too far from his place, for a coffee and maybe some breakfast or whatever, and then go photograph him at his house. He's been really kind and really, just really great. Really great to talk to. He's been really open to the project. He spent some time looking at some of the other portraits, which is always really nice. I was catching up a little bit on his history and watching some of the championship races with him and some amazing battles. So if you're not familiar with Troy Bayliss, you got to go familiarize yourself with the man. I think he does a lot of dirt bike riding now. I feel like where I'm going to go, his house, his ranch, whatever it is kind of a haven for dirt biking. Maybe we'll go for a rip on the dirt bikes. I don't know. Yesterday I pulled into Burleigh Beach, which is just, looks like it's about 15 kilometers from Surfer's Paradise on the Gold Coast of Australia. Beautiful, beautiful beaches, super chill. And Jeff Ballard, who I will be photographing probably next week. He's a big, I was introduced to Jeff from Lawrence Hacking, first Canadian to complete the Dakar, and Lawrence is in the series. And Lawrence has also been really kind. He's just outside of Toronto, and he suggested Jeff as a potential subject. And Jeff is another guy. He's been amazing. I have yet to meet him, but he says to me that he has a place if I need to crash in Burleigh Beach. And so initially I wasn't sure I was going to take him up on it, but then I realized where I was geographically, and I thought, all right, let's, guys being nice, let's not disappoint him and take his apartment. I guess with the cyclone a couple of weeks ago, his unit took some damage. So the main bedroom, it's a 2-bedroom apartment. The main bedroom definitely got some water damage. So there's a big blow up, like children's swimming pool in the middle of the room to collect water. That's kind of funny. Anyway, I'll meet him next week, I guess. So there's a few people to photograph up in this section, and I'm definitely cognizant of time starting to run down on the trip, which is crazy. It's been really wonderful. It's been a great trip so far. No complaints. And big changes at home. At where I'm standing right now, I don't know if it'll go through completely, but an offer was put on my house this morning, which I accepted. So providing there are no big surprises upon inspection and stuff, there's a very good chance I'm going to be selling my house. And where will I live? Maybe I can get a job in Australia. Who's hiring? By the time I edit this video, which I don't know when it will be, all will be revealed, I'm sure. So that is Troy Bayliss in front of me in the Volkswagen pickup truck. What a nice guy. Just bought lunch or breakfast and just chatting. Really, like, probably one of the nicest guys I've met. And I'm actually glad he's not on a motorcycle, because I 100% would not be able to keep up with him. And then he'd lose me, and that would be that. He's going to lose me in his truck. Look at that, clipping the apexes the whole way. We were talking a little bit about the challenges of when pro athletes retire, just sort of the come down from that. But he was saying that the time was right based on the age of his kids at the time. They were living in Monaco, and when they were going to the international school, that they didn't even have much of a field to play in, and it was all concrete. So he wanted to get them home, have kind of a normal life. Well, I would have to shovel this yard, this driveway. That looks like a little flat track he's built.
Is this one of these, like, sheep protecting dogs that get huge, like the Russian ones?
We already had 3 dogs, and one's nearly gone, and we didn't plan on getting another one. Our neighbour just beat my horse over the road. They got them. They brought over and gave it this one. It's only 6 months old, to my wife for her birthday, and yeah, crazy dog.
Yeah.
They're really different. They've got a mind of their own, but yeah.
Are they like Russian or something? Were they...
Something like Italian or something like that.
Yeah.
But they're a sheepdog.
Yeah.
They're a farm. They guard anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't guard anything. They don't care.
Yeah. She's really good. This is Chili.
Chili.
Come on, Chili. Hey. She'll come around. Yeah. Come. Hey, Chili.
Hi.
And she's an Aussie Shepherd, which is actually, I think they're American.
Are they?
But they're called Aussie Shepherd. This is Chili.
And what's this one called?
Lola.
Hey. I'm not really on Facebook, except the woman who looks after my dog. It's the only way she communicates.
Yeah.
So I see it's the only thing that makes me like want to go home.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
I'm not missing my dog.
And like these ones are quite barky.
Yeah.
Of a night, if she sees a possum or something,
Oh, she goes nuts.
She goes nuts.
And they stay out all night, like they're out.
Yeah. Lately, we've been putting her inside because she wakes me up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna switch it to my running shoes. And what's this little guy?
That's Wally.
Wally? With Jack Russell?
Yeah.
Wally.
Yeah, last year we had this tornado, which is very rare for Australia.
Right.
And we just caught the side of it. But we had like 30 to 50 trees down.
Oh man.
And it was a massive.
Like just way out in there?
It was all up. No, the whole place was a disaster. It took me 4 months to clean up. And it was horrible. Fuck, it was horrible. And then this year we're just getting over the cyclone, which was that I've still got a little bit of cleaning up in this paddock here. And a couple of little.
And are you like with a chainsaw just cutting them up?
Chainsaw and the tractor and.
Wow, man.
Luckily for the tornado, I was cleaning up down there one day.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Good morning. When you come up with a crazy idea with world champion rider Troy Bayliss, and we decide to push his championship winning Ducati up the hill to the pool for a crazy photo. He's left me while he goes to get the stand. I was like, who's holding the bike? It was you or me. Anyway, I don't want to be the guy to drop it.
My name's Troy Bayliss, 3 times world Superbike champion. We're here in southeast Queensland. It's where we reside now after all my time racing overseas.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Troy. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm good. All right, man. We'll see you later. Thank you. Oh, what a great day. What a great guy. Troy Bayliss, my new best friend. I mean, I say that, but he probably doesn't. We did a very, very cool shoot, and he was just super down with it, which was awesome. This is his, got a jump there, got a cool track.